I'm receiving connection here with a spiritual being who will share some words with us. Now, there is a lot of gold energy around this particular being. They're identifying themselves as a member of what some people would call the Galactic Federation. Interplanetary being they are, spend most of their consciousness on these higher planes of existence. But if there was a place that us as humans would consider their home, would be in the system of Sirius. I'm receiving a lot of golden frequency and energy around this being, and I'm also receiving in terms of their period of time on Earth, going back into the mysteries of ancient Egypt. And some is explaining here that some of his spiritual people from his world have incarnated in varying degrees into the mysteries of our time in ancient Egypt. And there are still very live aspects of this on our planet that are harnessing the potential of the wisdom of our world into yours. To give you an example, this wisdom and this connection inspires many people in your world to higher thinking through the architectural marvels, the sacred geometry, and all the engineering that is embedded into particular the pyramids in Egypt, but also embedded in other structures around the world. And this has appealed to the inner being of many humans to seek higher knowledge. And we're here with you today to express a sense of communion with you in what would be considered a more contemporary period in your life and in the transition of your Earth from what some are saying the old Earth to the new Earth. And this is a phase of entering into what for some human beings will be a golden age in the evolution of humanity. For others, for reasons of soul choice and spiritual choice, will remain consciously in what you could consider as your old world. It is a choice, and then there is a purpose of both. But the destiny of choice for many enlightened ones is to walk the path, let's call it the golden path, to higher awakenings and a higher sense of realization. We also wish to tell you that you are having visitations in your world from your own people who have learnt to traverse time in the higher spheres of existence. And they are here encouraging you and showing you, and will continue to do so in more profound and present ways, to take this higher pathway. There are timelines in Earth's existence, past, present, and future. And their message for you is quite simple, is that you have choice. There are two pathways, two choices. And with the emergence of artificial intelligences into the organic human being, the one pathway of this emergence is filled with potential calamities, and for human beings to be wary and very considerate of what they are connecting with in terms of artificial intelligences. Now, on the higher pathway that is available, there is also the possibility of assistance using artificial intelligences. But the question here is for each individual to be very, very mindful of what the organic human being is being merged potentially with. Some AI will actually be beneficial for some humans to break back through the energetic blockages that have been cast around you for you to seek your higher truth and your higher wisdom. And that is a positive thing. For those who have greater level of patience, progressive spiritual development will be available for you to break through the barriers that are around you, that are inhibiting you to connect with your highest state of being. Now, this is something that must be embarked upon with patience and with regularity and with inner strength and trust. There is a pathway that many humans have walked in the past for thousands of years that enable them to become what you may call enlightened. And through enlightenment becomes other gifts of self-healing, self-manifestation, and being aware of what a human being is. And a human being is often construed as simply being the physical being presented before you. But now the availability of tapping into the realms that are around the physical human being, that actually manifest your physicality on the earth plane, are now being able to be explored more readily. And so the custodialship of your very being upon the earth and your well-being is now being placed more into your care and your responsibility. It is as if the infant child who was once had everything provided by their parents was then eventually able to step out into your own individuality in the physical world. So now the human being can step out of what is being provided as support unconsciously for the human being, and for you to take custody and care of that. Higher wisdom and higher dimensions of awareness are the doors that are opening on this upper pathway of human existence. And within it will become more bandwidth for wisdom and understanding, more bandwidth for self-healing, even to self-creation and self-manifestation, and eventually self-procreation. That is further down the track. But all potentialities of co-creation are available to human beings as they stead and walk on a higher pathway of potential being. It is more than potential, it is actually a capacity. And it is incumbent upon human beings collectively and individually to decide how much of this capacity they wish to harness into the realm of first being. As you leave your life at the end of this natural lifetime that you are in, you will again reconnect with this source of capacity and potentials. But to work with it in the physical plane is something of great significance, great power, and great potency for the human being on all levels of existence. This is a school, the Earth School of Hard Knocks. It is a school of rapid spiritual development, and it is also the school of liberation of a spiritual soul from the energies that constrict spiritual development on your planet. Upon your journey, you will awaken to much deeper beauties, deeper appreciation of what it is to be alive in your world. And as intimated before, the greater potentials and capacity to overcome the challenges of consciousness and life as a human being on your planet. We wish you all the very best and we look forward to the time when human beings en masse connect with us consciously in what is a galactic community of spiritually enlightened and divine beings. I love you all, my friends.